Hey guys, welcome to the Silver Fox channel with me, Silver Fox. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my life experience over in Thailand. I lived there for 9 years, and again, I had some great experiences along the way. Met some really great and interesting people, and just a little bit of background about how I chose to go to Thailand. In 2005, I was paying back debts, so I was stuck in a mundane job working for an insurance company. And my friend was over there, and he just basically said to me, "Why don't you come over to Thailand? It's it's a brilliant place. It's like paradise." So I just thought to myself, "Fuck it." So January 2006, I booked a ticket, went over there with about just over a grand, went there for a holiday, and I basically just fell in love with the place. And how I stayed there was I texted my boss back in the UK at the time, and I just said to him, "I'm very sorry, I'm not coming back." Yeah, and it's as simple as that. I just texted my boss, and that was it. Decided to move to Thailand permanently. But again, about Thailand, Thailand is it's a unique place. It's a totally different lifestyle, way of life. It's so much more fast paced than the UK. Even the smaller towns, its lifestyle is more fast paced. And yeah, Thailand, yeah, you got the good things about Thailand. You got the good weather. Sometimes it can be a bit too hot, too humid, but most times, yeah, the weather was great, you know. And obviously, you got the bar scene. You could party pretty much all night if you want to. Yeah, there's so many bars, clubs all over Thailand. But I went to yeah, the place I moved to first was Pattaya, and I lived there for my first stint there. I lived there for about 5 years, and Pattaya, known as Sin City, it's just a mental place. It's just like you're in a bubble. You're not in the real world. Pattaya is like an extraction of the real world, but just twisted. And it's a very multicultural city. Yeah, you got people coming there from all over the world. Um, but last sort of 3 to 4 years, there's been a lot more Russian presence there, and you got a lot of Chinese, Korean people going there. And the last few years in Thailand, the Europeans just left because of the influx of tourists coming from China, Russia, a lot more Arabs coming. It's just we can't. Same as the UK, you get the influx of tourists coming, and you just can't mix. The clash, the mixing of cultures, the integration of different cultures into the same society doesn't work, and there's proof of that with the crisis now. But back to the subject at hand. So yeah, my times in Thailand. Yeah, I was there 2006. There for holiday, went out, did the whole thing, drinking, late night party, etc. Met some great people, and I thought to myself, I'll just try and get a job. I've got skills. I was a tennis coach, and I did a bit of DJing as well, so I can utilize my talents. Went down to the local fitness center called Tony's Fitness Center. Spoke with the manager, and he gave me a job there. So yeah, I had a great times, man. Yeah, I was teaching tennis, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Started on a very small wage. I was earning about 400 baht a day, which is the equivalent to about £8 a day. So I was earning eight nine pounds a day to start with. Yeah, but it was great though. I was getting paid to keep fit, to play tennis, to socialize with people. It was a great time. Met a lot of interesting people at Tony Sports Centre. So many characters and a lot of friends along the way. And then eventually my salary increased. I got it up to 500 baht a day, um, which was roughly about £10 a day. But life in Thailand is very cheap. You can live a really good standard of life for cheap money. As the old saying goes, champagne living for lemonade money. that that's how it goes. Yeah, so the room I had, but I basically lived all over Pattaya. So yeah, I'll just give you a general insight into life in Thailand. Then I'll get to my crazy stories and events. So yeah, Pattaya is a very small city. Once you know it, you'll know it like the back of your hand. It's not that big. Yeah, you got the main parts. You got Beach Road, you got Walking Street, you got Second Road, Third Road, Soy Buakhao, um, North Pattaya, Pattaya Klang. There's not a lot to Pattaya really. Once you've been there like 6 months to a year, you pretty much know it. Yeah. So back to apartments. Yeah. The apartments. Yeah, you can get an apartment. It's just one room. Yeah, you get one room with a shower, bath, toilet. Um, you can just get a fan room. I had a fan room for about, I paid about 4,000 baht a month. You get a fridge in there, but be wary. Some rooms don't come with a fridge. If you're going to be a cheapskate, go for the really cheap places. They don't come with a fridge or don't come with furniture. My advice is get a half decent place, get a fan room for about 4,000 baht a month, 4,000 to 4,005 with furniture, with a fridge. Very important. You got to keep your drinks cold because it's so fucking hot out there. It is hot and humid. You'll be drinking a lot. Yeah, I was drinking on average about 3 to 4 liters of water a day. Bloody hot over there. And the rooms don't come with Wi-Fi. If you want rooms with Wi-Fi, you're probably looking at paying about between 5 to 6,000 baht a month, which is about 100, £120 a month. And then rooms with air conditioning. If you want to stay more in the centre of Pattaya, then you're looking to pay probably between 6 and 7,000 baht a month with aircon. That's a studio for a decent sized studio. There's about for about £140 a month. You can live a really decent lifestyle. And food there is really cheap. Yeah, you can get food. Yeah, you can get foods on the stalls, restaurants. You can get Thai food, but the food in Pattaya or in Thailand in the last couple of years has been creeping up in price, as it does with the way the economy is. So when I first started living in Pattaya, I was getting a Thai meal, 30 baht, 60p, 70p. But now it's about, you can still get it for about 40, 45 baht. But if you want a half decent size, are you talking about 60 baht? It's about just over a pound, £1 ten, something like that. But the food there is good. But the only bug I've got with Thai food that it was never really filling. It didn't fill you up. You eat a lot because once you've had your meal, you're like, well, 2 or 3 hours again, you're thinking, oh, bloody hungry again. So that's the only, and they give you small portions, Thai portions. They don't think, oh, we're Westerners, or as the Thai people call you, falang. When you go to Thailand, you will hear that word falang. They were talking about your blue, falang, blah, blah, blah. So when you're on the BART bus or when you're on some form of transportation, 9 times out of 10, you'll know they'll be talking about you because you'll hear the word falang. But it's not a bad thing. It's just the way they are, the Thais. They're just backwards in their way of thinking. So on to the transportation. Yeah, you can get about, there's motorbike taxi guys on pretty much every corner, street corner. And they charge, yeah, for just like general charge, yeah, but you got to be careful, man. The motorbike taxi drivers, they scam you and they skank you. They, you always got to be got to be confident with them. You got to negotiate. Can't don't take their first price at face value. So if they say 100 baht, nung baht, just say pasit baht, okay, and then you just be happy with the price. Do not pay their prices. Always haggle. It's always good to haggle. You know, the best way to be in Thailand. Got to be a hustler, natural born hustler. You know what I mean? Got to be a hustler. Yeah. So what about taxi rides? Look in between. Get round. Small journeys, 30, 40 baht, maybe about kilometer, couple of kilometers. Yeah, you're talking about 70, 80 baht, about £1 50. Or there's these other form of transportation called BART buses or songtails. Now these are really handy. Yeah, you just flag them down, jump on, but don't. Obviously, when you first go there, you have to tell them where you're going. But once you've been there like 3 months, 6 months, all you do is just jump on the BART bus and get off where you want it. Normally it's 10 baht. For a long journey, say for example, if you want to go from North Pattaya to Jomtien, that's normally 20 baht. No more than 20 baht. So, but for most BART bus journeys in Pattaya, it's going to be 10 baht. 10 baht pretty much. And yeah, so yeah, the Thai people are pretty friendly. Well, friendly to a point, but the more out of Pattaya, Bangkok, the more north you go, the more genuine they are. Because basically, the Thai people that are in Pattaya, they're there to make money. Because relies on Thailand pretty much relies on tourism. So it relies on tourism. People come and spend money. That is their main. That's what their economy is based on. And but you can get some really genuine people that will help you out if you've got any problems or anything. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now about Thailand for Pattaya anyway. Um, in the next installment, I'll be going into more detail about my crazy stories and adventures in Pattaya. This video was just to give you an insight into the life in Thailand. And if you thought this video was useful, hit a like or put a comment down below, or you can subscribe to our channel. And that's a wrap from me, folks. Take it easy, guys. This is Silver Fox signing out. Take it easy now. Bye bye.